Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I'm Jordan. This is James, and today we'll be talking about how much of a fucking idiot Vincent James from the Red Elephant sounds when he starts promoting this allegedly latent homosexual
Could be.
Bolsonaro.
But this dude's an absolute tyrant. He's an absolute tyrant.
Yeah, it's pretty blatant that he gives zero fucks and he's looking to rule by his standards only without considering anyone else. Mm-hmm. But first, please consider donating to Devon to Recovery. The link is in the description box. The website is at the intro to this video and our past videos. Please consider donating. Most important thing here. So,
whatever amount.
If you're watching right now, just pause the video. Go check it out. At the very least, check it out. You can donate like 50 cents, $1, whatever the minimums are. You could do that. Or if you're feeling crazy, throw down $1,000. That'd be nice. If you're a rich guy, you want to help someone out, go for it. Mm-hmm. All right, so here we have Vincent James from the Red Elephants, and he has a video titled "The Epic Move to Save His Country from Subversion." And he's talking about, what's his first name? Like Jair? We'll just call him Bolsonaro. Something with balls. Bolsonaro. Yeah. And we started looking stuff up about this guy. Mm-hmm. And
the dude's
a little creepy.
Yeah.
A little very creepy.
A little very creepy? No, this dude is a creeper.
Yeah, I think this guy's a creeper. Which is why I brought up I'll take the blame for it. My allegation that he is actually a closeted homosexual. Bolsonaro. Mm-hmm. Bolsonaro. However the fuck you say his name.
The fact that this guy, in any way, shape, or form, decided to endorse him is just appalling.
And Stefan Molyneux, apparently. Granted, I haven't watched the video yet. I saw the
video.
Bolsonaro wins. I
saw the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Thumbnail.
That was, I'll check out that video, though. So I don't want to crap on Molyneux's name yet in these regards. But, the guy that, me personally, not blaming anyone else, I allege this guy's a closeted homosexual because there's some sort of psychological tick going on that makes this human act this way towards other humans. There has to be something wrong psychologically.
No, it's justifying tyranny.
And
by that, I mean violence.
Yeah, and I think it's the flaccid dicks in his closet. Those are the things that are
justifying violence,
holding him back.
Violence, force against someone else's free will.
And
own will. Yeah. Which is, my bad, go ahead.
And this isn't a thing that Vincent isn't aware of. He's going to say some stuff here. Mm-hmm. He's going to say some of the things. Yeah. He might exclude other things, but
he probably will.
Let's hear Vince.
Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro is quickly becoming one of my favorite leaders across the world. Of course, next to Matteo Salvini in Italy, I have to tie it into my Italian roots until there.
I might look into that guy someday, too.
I'm going to feel obligated to now.
Yeah.
So.
There's a right-wing populist nationalist leader in Ireland. I'll have to support Matteo Salvini, but Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro comes in close second. So there's a report recently that was released, and this is by MSN.com. There was a couple of other media outlets that are reporting on this that says that Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro is going to erase LGBT plus content from schools, probably following his meeting with Viktor Orban, who has recently banned women's studies and gender studies in his country. He's also recently kicked out George Soros-founded universities in the country of...
So, once again, he's using trigger things. He's triggering the right-wing guys by using George Soros. Like, well, he got rid of Soros, so he must be okay.
Yeah, it's like, look.
He must be good.
Yeah. It's like evil bad man, George Soros, which, by the way, I'm sure he's corrupt.
Yeah, I'm sure he's an asshat.
Yeah, but it's like, see this guy? Don't look at what he did or what he's really saying. See, he got rid of him. He's good. See, Like, wow, dude, are you kidding me? You got to prop this up to hold up your argument?
You see, we got rid of the baby murderer because we should be eating them instead.
Oh,
Why waste all that?
Hungary, which is definitely a good move because we all
And then he said hungry after. Sorry,
Yeah.
just saying.
know that is pseudoscience. The academic grievance studies proved it without a shadow of a doubt. But let's go ahead and get into this report.
Probably not, but this guy's notorious for, here's the bar graph.
Yeah.
That's the answer to humanity.
This guy doesn't understand what a fact is.
Look at the bar graph. Here's humanity.
You're the one that uses pseudoscience to push your arguments or agenda forward.
And we'll debate you, by the way.
Yeah.
We will, so we're not just saying shit to say it. Come debate us, man. Fucking dare you.
And by the way, if you have any type of moral fortitude or whatever the fuck, you're not going to care that we have less subscribers than you.
Yeah.
That shouldn't matter.
If your argument has a huge role in how the world should be for the better, you should hold it up, man. Hold it up proudly.
It says Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro to erase LGBT plus content from schools. Now,
Come on, guys. Look at that picture. That dude's gay, man. He's mad gay.
He just looks like a fucking little tyrant.
Now, I don't diss gay people, and I'm not homophobic, but I do diss gay people in the closet. Like, guys, be yourself. I got your back.
Well, the dudes that are punks.
Don't be offended by this.
The dudes that are punks are the guys that, who are secretly something, and then they do violent shit and, like, put down other people that are the same way.
Yeah, so let me clarify. It's not people in the closet, although be yourself. That's more important. That's worth your life.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of violence against you, being yourself is worth your life.
I'll help you out here. American Beauty. The dad, not the main character, the dad of the main character's the dad of the main character's daughter's boyfriend. The dude that's tough to follow that, right? The military dude that's a closet homosexual who beats the fuck out of his son and talks and uses gay slurs and shit. You find out he's gay in the end.
Yeah.
That dude.
Spoiler alert. So,
Point is, it's like those dudes are whack.
Yeah.
now, this is something that he's been campaigning on ever since the start. Same thing with the whole gun rights issue in Brazil, making it easier for people who don't have criminal records to obtain weapons and firearms legally. He did the first step. He signed the decree.
And he wants guns in everyone's homes.
Yeah, he said that.
I don't know how much of a good idea that is.
Yeah.
And also this dude, come on, look at his picture, man. Come on.
He looks like a tyrant, man. He looks like he doesn't care about anybody. Just saying.
Look how he's holding that pen. Come on. Think about it.
Just a few weeks ago, I reported that on this channel. Jair Bolsonaro has pledged to remove any references to LGBT plus people from school textbooks and exams. Bolsonaro and his government have revealed plans to erase all mentions of homosexuality, feminism, and violence against women from the text and is set to allow the military to take over some public schools, according to the Associated Press.
Yep. No problem with that. That's fine.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's nice and fair.
What the fuck? Look, if some silly ideas, I'm not saying those are silly, but some of them, I think they're silly.
Yeah.
But if their ideas are being presented in a school, guess what you do? You combat the ideas. Not, let's just censor it completely and wipe it away. Like, no, you're fucked. First of all, the silly people who are trying to hold up that argument, you're going to give them more fucking like, we must be right then. Guys, if an idea is being presented to you that you don't like, you present your idea. And at the end of the day, the one that holds up the most is going to stand alone. And it should be constantly met with other ideas. Because you're trying to strive for what's the best thing.
I believe that was the point of all of that. That they wanted as much diversity in ideas as possible so that kids can have a critical sense of things.
Sure.
Not so that they don't turn into Bolsonaro.
That dude's an absolute tyrant.
So they don't turn into him where he's strictly raised in this religious sense and he has not wavered from it other than his quiet homosexual thoughts.
I could argue he's not even a true... Does he claim to be a Christian?
Oh, yeah.
He's not a true Christian.
No, he's not.
No, he's a fake Christian.
He's faking. He's faking in more ways than one.
Love thy neighbor, but...
So let's hear what Vince has to say about militaries taking over schools.
Right.
Not taking over territory from an enemy combatant, just taking over education places.
So this is very good news here.
It's very good news, then. Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you should be. The fuck? We're a minute and 43 seconds in. Yeah.
Because he's actually using the military. He's actually invoking the military dictatorship of quite some time ago to go and remove this Marxist filth from the schools that was controlled mainly by the PT party, the open...
What?
He just said it's very good that he invoked a military dictatorship. He just said that.
So you're advocating for tyranny. You're advocating for force against someone else's own will.
I mean, what is the main argument you hear from Americans when it comes to having guns? Well, there's two main ones. One is like protection from intruders, and the other one, well, I guess it would be the same thing. Protection.
Well, it's protection against a government that went rogue.
Yeah. The citizens have the right to rebel against their government if it's like turns into some tyrannical thing.
The sad thing is, though, you have no shot.
Yeah,
you have no chance. Military-grade weapons against a fucking handgun, son? Even if you got a fucking semi-automatic rifle, you think that's going to hold up against a fucking SWAT team rolling around in the fucking neighborhood with a tank? You're bugging.
I don't even need that. Just drones. Drones on
My
their
bad,
own.
drones.
Point is... will fuck your world up.
Point is... Yeah.
That was the point of those guys writing that shit in.
Yeah.
They have a right to protect themselves from a, unruly, unethical government.
Yeah.
And you want the military to
You want the military to roll in
and get rid of the Marxist leftists.
Yeah.
This fantasy thing you made up because you're pissed at college kids saying something different than traditional.
This is all based
ideas.
off of your own fear.
Yeah.
This is fear. This is fear. This is motivated by fear. These actions and you saying this shit, it's all fear.
Yeah, the
And I
20-year-old
can debate that.
Bob, the 20-year-old Stanford student who's standing outside of Starbucks and wears open-toe sandals. It's like, yeah, he's he's some big threat to us. He's Marxist, blah blah blah.
Isn't that? It's incredibly ironic when someone claims to believe in like the greater good, and they advocate for this.
See, I think they're scared because it's a threat to their standard of things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's I would say over abrasive righteousness, as in they go too far. But that pool of righteousness is a threat to these guys' worldviews.
Right.
I think he just started because they're blaming white people for everything. So we need to bring the military in and take care of these.
Listen,
take
at
care of these
first
college kids.
I thought, okay, we have another guy
Wear
who's
shorts in winter.
we have another guy who's very ignorant on what's really happening. And now I'm thinking, okay, he's ignorant, but at least he's trying to say something. Now, even though I fucking completely disagree with a lot of the shit he was saying, but now it's literally, oh, you're ignorant and you're most likely corrupt. Because
if you really want to go back to a dictatorship.
Yeah. What the fuck?
A military dictatorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say you're trying to help people. Don't fucking say you believe in the greater good if you're fucking advocating for tyranny. Are you an idiot? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Like I said, we'll debate you, man.
I'll debate you. We'll debate you. Yeah. It could even be fucking in private. I don't care. I won't record it. I actually have morals, dude. Morals that will stand up against a fucking tidal wave fucking Katrina. They'll stand.
Yeah.
You maybe not. But a lot of your assumptions are also based off of fear, and no set of numbers can fucking help you out here.
Yeah.
No studies can help you out. Not here.
Let's continue.
an admittedly communist party in Brazil. Now, this is something, I mean, if you follow this channel for quite some time, I've been over emails, I've been over stories from subscribers, I've been over my own stories of my own 3 children bringing home pieces of propaganda, essentially written by.
You're propaganda too. If that's propaganda, you're fucking propaganda.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Look, I'm not justifying anything that those kids brought home.
Yeah.
The point is, hey kids, if they brought that shit home, you're supposed to be there for wisdom, dude. You're the parent. You're supposed to guide them.
It's like, here's my counter argument to that. And here's these arguments that you didn't even hear before.
Exactly.
They're not mine, but they're out there.
You're there to guide them and give them wisdom. At least help them. And also to help them understand that, hey, it's your choice. Walk your own path.
Yeah.
But from what I'm hearing, you're a tyrant too. So.
No sparkly shoes for you.
Yeah.
Cowboy boots.
You're like Ben Shapiro, who his kid puts on
Rendering.
his sister's like sparkly shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just cracking a joke.
Yeah. Puts on his sister's sparkly shoes, and his dad like snatches his fucking shoes away. Like, Ben.
Listen, those are for girls.
Yeah, he said those are for girls. He takes him to a fucking like store and buys him cowboy boots. Who gives a fuck?
Took him to Gander Mountain. I don't know if that's true. All right.
It's called being a tyrant.
Yeah, let's continue.
By overtly anti-Trump activists. We've went over that on this channel. We've went over many pieces of homework from my children.
What's wrong with being anti-Trump? Oh, okay. He's talking about the education system. Okay, okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be good to bring up both sides of that, right?
Sure.
If you're a teacher.
Yeah. Again, if you're a teacher, you're supposed to be there to give wisdom. No matter if you're a math teacher, English teacher, whoever have you. You know? Fuck.
This is happening here in America. Now,
use your own
this is the reason why I envy Brazil, because they have a leader like this who's willing to do this. We don't have a leader who's willing to do things like this because...
And thank God we don't.
Yeah. Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me?
I'll take a million degrees separate from that type of action.
That is ridiculous. Do you know what's...
Your ideas are bad. And bring the military. You know how ass backwards that sounds? You're supposed to debate it to where it's like, oh shit, that idea doesn't make sense.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, man, when shit was like that. When schools when the schools became integrated,
yeah.
The kids, the African American kids, would try to get into the schools, and the military was there to stop them.
Yeah.
What? So you're for that?
Or
you're
diners
for that.
and things like that.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? You're for that shit. You call me racist? No, asshole.
And honestly, like
what I'm saying is you're for tyranny. You are for tyranny.
I'm looking at the thumbs up and thumbs down, like 6.8 thousand thumbs up, 97 thumbs down.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think they heard exactly what this guy said. I think I left a comment here. I think I talked with a guy here.
Let's see. You are literally cheering for a military to come in and burn books. Fuck, that sounds dumb. Step up to a debate. Leave the echo chamber.
I don't know if that's on the screen or not. Yeah, it is. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, it is troublesome, but what choice is left to them? There's always a choice.
It's
you always
go right to the military. What else? What other choice you have?
Yeah, there's
Bring
always
the guns
a choice. Fuck out of here. That's called being weak.
Yeah.
These leftist agendas have been festering and spreading for decades. If they don't resist it now, they may never recover. What?
It's...
Do you not see that the ass backwards of cheering on a president using the military to deal with domestic issues? I thought, quote, right-wingers were the ones holding onto their guns and preventing anything like that from happening. Then there's the morality of the scenario. I want to hear Vince explain why all these things are wrong without using someone else's answer, which he does a lot. And then I do see the hypocrisy, and I told you it is troublesome. But as I said, absent force, how do we stop this infestation and subversion that continues to rot and weaken nations and the West? I wish I had never even gotten to this point where people like the Brazilians and Bolsonaro feel actions like this are necessary. They're not. They're stupid. Anybody that thinks that way, stupid. Anybody that justifies tyranny,
Yeah.
it's ignorance.
And I'll just leave this on the screen so you guys can read my response to it. But we're going to move on.
Yeah.
So, blah, blah, blah. Hit pause. Read that shit. Can you read it? I think you can read that. Let me move it up a little bit. Fuck. There you go. You can read my response and his response and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to get back to the video.
Mainly because of all the outrage that would follow, and the media, just all the attacks, and probably the popularity going down. The difference between here and Brazil is way.
Those guys don't give a fuck.
They don't care about anybody, man.
The Bolsonaro guy just says this crude, crazy shit out loud and with emphasis.
Oh, we'll show them what he said.
I'm not taking this back.
We'll show them what he said.
Yes,
I'm not going to pull Shapiro and say he's saying some crazy shit. Anyway, blah, 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 like, oh, what did he say? We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll get
This
to that.
is fucking outrageous, man.
Way more religious than here. I mean, when you look at things, and I understand identity
No, they're not, and you don't understand identity politics. Keep going.
politics. I understand how the political process works.
No, you
I
don't.
worked on many campaigns in the past. I understand that you have,
Pause.
a huge.
I understand baseball. Played it for 10 years. What do you played it for? 2. Meanwhile, that guy holds the bat like this.
But he played at Harvard.
Harvard. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. You're that guy. Keep going.
Huge block of Christians, of evangelical Christians
Pause it.
in Brazil.
They're not.
Get him. Get him. Where's my water at?
What?
Get him.
Oh.
I just thought that was funny. So, and then pause it.
Fuck, he's talking about the huge block of evangelical Christians. They're not Christians. Those people are not Christians. You are not. I'm going to say it. Yeah, you are not a Christian. Okay? If Jesus fucking flew down from the motherfucking sky, landed on his 2 feet, looked around, saw what you're fucking saying, he'd be like, what?
Yeah, he'd
The hell?
probably wreck his life.
He wouldn't physically harm you. He
I
just.
said that so sadly.
He would
It's
just-
like, fuck. I can see it's like I can see the future.
For example,
God.
in the Bible, does it not have metaphors, analogies?
Yes.
And every fucking time when you get down to the fucking point of it all, oh, it's love,
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
It's about goodness.
Yeah.
This isn't good, okay?
It's
You
not,
don't
yeah.
understand. It's literally good versus evil. You don't get it.
It's
Okay?
not about following rules for the sake of following
Fuck,
rules.
man.
There's a bigger point behind it. I think that's extremely exemplified in the Bible.
It's unreal. Literally, dude, you're the guy that's supporting the fucking priests or whatever the fuck they were. As far as the story, it isn't really here. When those people are collecting the coins from the people like going to church or other fucking like taxes or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean like mega churches and
No. It's in the Bible.
oh,
That story I'm talking about, where
where it's like no debt or something like that.
something like
Debt
that.
is wrong. Yeah, it exists.
Point is, these
Or
guys were
interest.
collecting money from people, poor people.
Yeah.
It was in the name of God or something like that. And
Okay.
Jesus, and in the story, Jesus saw it. He's like, "What the fuck?" Ran up there, fucking started flipping shit over tables, like flipped their fucking coins, money, and it went into the crowd. People started grabbing it. That's what a savage does. Okay, I'm not a Christian, but how come I understand Christianity more than you, man? What's going on here? You know why? Because I understand the difference between good and evil, and you don't.
Yeah.
That's why Jesus would fucking look at you and just laugh. That dude would laugh at you, man.
I don't think he'd laugh at you. I think he'd chuckle behind the scenes somewhere. Like, he doesn't fucking get
I
it.
feel like this.
But in person, he'd be like, "What are you doing, my son?"
Fair enough. Think of it like this. Bill Hicks tells a joke. People are like, ha. He says something else, like an add-on to it. Not really, no one's really getting it. He's like,
By mistake.
yeah.
That was beautiful. I never noticed that before. He's like, "Oh fuck." That's beautiful.
Dude, look at the bigger picture. It's literally good versus evil.
Yeah.
You are morally obligated to do the right thing.
Hey, it's in your comment section right now. Look for the Yellow Brick Road.
Hey, man, I get it. Hey, a lot of comments, 60,000 views. But your Instagram, though, no excuse, son. No excuse.
Let's continue.
And, this is the reason why you see all the pandering to Israel and things like that. You have a huge block of Catholics in Brazil, and this is the reason why you see him meet with the Pope. I understand the Roe Clifford memorandum of the 20s and 30s and things like that with Truman. I understand how politics work.
No,
but
you
he's
don't.
actually willing to...
In order to understand how politics work, you have to understand how humans work, quote unquote. So, if you get to the base level of humanity, then you can understand all of it.
According to your logic, there's no free will. You don't believe in free will, according to your logic, which means you don't love anybody. See the problem here?
Which would mean there's no humanity, which means there's no politics.
So yeah, you don't understand any of that, man.
It's just randomized trends.
And if you disagree, you can always say something.
Say something. Let's continue.
I'm thinking of Jean Grey.
I was thinking of Mariah Carey and Snoop Dogg.
It's more of
It's a catchy song. Yeah, mine's a little more like pillows and flowers.
No, mine's fucking like knocking on your door.
All right, let's continue.
to move forward and do these things. And he doesn't have, like, he's going to have backlash, obviously. Most of the backlash that Jair Bolsonaro is getting from moves like this is from the American press. It's from the American press. And so we go...
We have a guy who's willing to use the military to take over schools. Why isn't the press saying anything? Why isn't the Brazilian press saying anything about this guy? Or for the most part, not saying anything. I wonder fucking why. We need to take over Channel 24, the local stream in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah.
Where's Anderson from?
Anderson?
Yeah.
Silva?
Yeah. What's the name of his?
Rio de Janeiro?
No. He's Curacao or something like that.
Oh, maybe.
Curacao, Brazil. It's like, stay out of Curacao.
Oh.
The spider's there.
Anderson! The spider! Silva!
All right, let's continue.
We move on. It says the right-wing demagogue, and this is full of propaganda, this article in and of itself. The right-wing demagogue voiced his desire to wipe out the legacy of liberal Brazilian educator and philosopher Paulo Freire during his campaign, promising to enter the education ministry with a flamethrower to remove Paulo Freire. So,
I'm guessing that's a good thing.
I will also mention this. So when we talk about identity politics, when we talk about reaching out to major voting blocks within our country and things like that, if you look at, like, for instance, like the embassy move in America or in Brazil to in Israel, the embassy move in Israel, when you look at things like that and you look at the polling of those things before and after, the overwhelming support for the embassy move in Jerusalem came from the evangelical Christians here in America. Jews in America didn't support it, not nearly as much as the evangelical Christians did here in America. Most of the Jews polled and said that they really don't care.
Tell us why, Vince. Probably some religious prophecy that's in your fucking book. I don't know. That's a good thing, though. It's a good thing.
About the embassy move because if you look at the religiosity amongst Jews here in America, they have way more than any other group that are atheists. So you look at, like, these Sarah Silvermans, you look at, like, all these different people in Hollywood who identify as Jewish, but they're atheist because they're Jewish by race, not by religion. So you have many Jews here in America, a lot of them, a big portion of them, who either believe in a different higher power other than what the Bible states, or who are just outright atheists. And so this is the reason why you saw more evangelical Christians support the embassy move than the Jewish people here in America. So the embassy move was a move for evangelical Christians. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's politics in a nutshell. That's a political game there.
I do like how you can be non-religious and spiritual at the same time. That's where I fit into. I created my own religion, so maybe I count as religious and whatever.
Quote, one of the goals to take Brazil
That dude's fucking gay, man. Look at that picture, man. Look at him.
from the
He
worst
reminds me of
positions
Hoover.
in the world's rankings
Yeah.
is to combat the Marxist waste that has spread in educational institutions. Jair Bolsonaro, the Marxist waste. Have you ever heard Donald Trump say something like this? No, you didn't hear Donald Trump say something like this. When you look at, like,
One of the goals to take Brazil from the worst positions in the world's education rankings is to combat the Marxist waste that has spread in educational institutions. Jair Bolsonaro.
Yeah, I think your education rankings have nothing to do with whether or not there's gay or straight or anything content like that.
Oh, but you
I think it's more about test scores.
Oh, so Vincent James likes to use IQ, morality, and test scores, and he bunches it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a fool.
See,
You're a fool, dude.
you see, if Brazil made all their content about LGBT
LGBT. LGBT.
LGBTQ
Yeah.
shit, but they all got hundreds on their test scores,
Yeah, then what?
it'd be like they would actually rank high in education. So that quote means nonsense to me.
Means nothing to me.
And you'll see more stuff from us to where it's like, or later in this video, you'll see more shit where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is pure nonsense.
Yeah.
the couple, right? Jair Bolsonaro and his wife. His wife is evangelical, very evangelical. She does videos like all about Christianity and things like that. Most of her posts, on social media when she does, or some of the things that surface on YouTube that show her, are doing lots of things that have to do with Christianity and anything.
I dare to debate Jesus.
You'll lose.
Oh, fuck, I'm atheist, aren't I? I'm pretending.
And things like that. And then Jair is Catholic, so Jair Bolsonaro is Catholic.
No, he isn't.
And I mean, this is a world.
She quietly prays that her husband will be attracted to her one day. I'm sorry, guys.
God help me.
Leader that is one of the most religious world leaders we have seen in quite some time. I mean, you can go throughout history and you look at, just within the past 20 years or 30 years or so, look at all the presidents of the United States of America. They don't even come close to how religious this guy is or how religious his wife is. Like true religion. Like they actually are religious instead of just going.
No, they are not.
What about like the Ayatollah or some shit? Who's the Iran guy? Right, it's the Ayatollah, I think.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Something like, I'm about to say.
Is he more religious than him? I don't know. That's a straight up theocracy.
Yeah.
So I guess they don't count because they picked the wrong religion.
So you said Ayatollah. I've been conditioned to think Jericho.
I'm not sure if that's right or not. Whatever.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll.
Going out and talking about God and saying they're religious and saying they're Christian and appearing in front of the media at church and things like that.
Is that a
these
good thing,
people
Vince?
Are hardcore religious. These people follow God. They talk
No,
about
they
God
fucking
on
don't.
a constant basis. His wife is always talking about God,
So what?
and it flies in Brazil. Like it's a totally different scene in Brazil as far as the people there, the voting bloc there, and of course the voting bloc here. Aside from
You're making
like
shitty
the
arguments, Vince.
identity politics aspect, when you have a lot of evangelical Christians who are certainly brainwashed by the Schofield Bible over there
You're
as well.
brainwashed.
That's the majority of the voting base in Brazil, honestly. But we're going to go to a video that I've referenced before too on this channel,
This
where he
looks
talks
like
about
gold.
some of the books that are being taught in the schools
Pause
in
it.
Brazil.
Books that are being taught in Brazil, in the schools.
Yeah, just keep that in
You
mind.
said that.
Keep that in mind when you watch this.
Yeah.
This is what they're teaching in schools.
That's what he
For
said
as
they're
young as
teaching in
5, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds in Brazil and in America too as well. Just in case you don't know, I've been over it on this channel many times. And here's what he has to say about those books.
Continua nesse livro aqui. Todo ele é uma coletânea de absurdos que estimula precocemente as crianças a se interessarem por sexo. E no meu entender, isso é uma porta aberta para a pedofilia também. Olha aqui, ó. Transar como funciona. Enfia o dedo aqui. Ensina pro teu filho de 6 anos de idade, ou pra tua filha de 6 anos, enfia o dedo aqui. Vou enfiar o dedo aqui. Enfia o dedo aqui. Olha o que aparece aqui.
Come on, guys, think about it.
Come on.
Come on, man. This dude's gay, man. Let's be honest.
I wasn't saying that. He could be.
Oh, my bad.
He could be. No.
Was that the only
It's
one
okay.
I was the only one thinking that?
I could see it. But my point is, like, hey guys, it's a silly book.
Yeah.
That shit's silly. Come on, man. That's a joke. Look at that shit.
Let's see the rest
That
of
looks
it.
like a fucking joke, son.
Let's see the rest of the
That's the
video.
shit middle school kids fucking laugh at, man.
Let's see the rest of the video.
Well, elementary too.
Lógico, cada menino vai enfiar um dedo, né? Maior ou menor ali.
Look at
Agora, detalhe, pro lado de cá, na outra folha.
Don't take your eyes off.
Enfia agora no outro
Stick it
lado.
now
Aqui tem uma
on the
mulher
other
aqui, uma
side.
menina. A gente vê que é uma menina. O órgão sexual dela aqui, um buraco. Enfia lá. E manda ficar friccionando. Esse é o livro do PT. O livro de Lula, o livro de Dilma Rousseff. Que ensina para os nossos filhos aqui. E para onde é que vai isso aqui? Como eu disse aqui, no Plano Nacional de Promoção e Cidadania LGBT. Use o público.
Wasn't that a man and a woman in that little cartoon sex thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Point is, look.
I'm confused. No, let him finish. Let him finish.
All right.
Do LGBT para difundir nas escolas questões que os pais não querem para os seus filhos. Diz aqui. No item 1.4.6, distribuição de livros para as bibliotecas escolares com a temática diversidade sexual para o público infanto-juvenil. Entre outros livros, desses aqui, ó. Vamos falar sobre ele. Isso aqui é um menino. Isso aqui fica dentro das bibliotecas. Ou seja, o que o governo Dilma Rousseff do PT faz? Compra centenas de milhares desses livros, tá? E distribui para as escolas. É uma grana para os companheiros, tá? E fica aqui pervertendo o seu filho na sala de aula. Porque
All right, so let me be clear. Are you for that, James? Are you for handing those books out to kids? Well, let's look at the book. Is there anything silly here? Oh, yeah, it's silly. All right, there you go. They should be able to decide that themselves, you know? Oh, this is silly. What's that?
Cool.
Speaking of books pertaining to sex education in Brazil public schools, in January 2016, the Ministry of Education denied acquiring or distributing the book, quote,
Apello sexual is
in education institutions, while, according to a video circulated on the social media, at the time, contained illustrations which were inappropriate for school children. I might have butchered that, but yeah, it's there. The video claimed that the obscene book, directed towards early stimulation of children to become interested in sex, was included in the National Book of School program by the MEC. An allegation the ministry said it already had rebuffed in 2013 when the rumor first surfaced.
So this guy might be making that up.
Yeah, making up to, roll up in the school and have the military run the school.
Yeah. And to eliminate anything that will pursue him to be, out.
Well, to me it sounds like, So if the military in a dictator is in charge of any form of public schools, what are you going to have there? Probably nothing that's going to harm you or anything else regarding whatever the fuck you're going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, related. I don't mean regarding. Related to. You know what that sounds like?
Bullshit. Propaganda.
I was going to say tyranny.
Tyranny.
Way to go, Vince. Way to go. Jesus is crying right now.
Oh, by the way, who does this Bolsonaro guy remind you of?
Hoover.
You can't be talking about J. Edgar Hoover.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Ah, shit.
You know that dude that dressed like a woman in private and shit? But in the public, he's like, fuck all that.
Yeah, he probably used policies to
Oh, yeah.
sort of stifle,
Sure.
gay movements or gay
allegedly, or it could be true.
Yeah.
As far as a social understanding of the word true, as far as we have evidence to support the theory that they held this over his head. Hey, if you don't fucking follow, if you don't do what we want, man, and he did it to a bunch of other people too, allegedly. If you don't do what we want, we'll expose you. So it's like, you're fucked, son.
In the movie, he was in love with his assistant, his male assistant. But Hollywood leftist, propaganda globalist, owned by China.
China, huh?
So he talks about perverting your kids in school, perverting your kids in the media, and he's actually taking steps to combat these things.
No, he isn't.
Nah, this is just put my foot on someone's neck.
Yeah.
It's not really a counter argument or, convincing be like, hey, this is the right way. It's more of like a, army boots to the neck.
In Brazil.
Which Vince supports.
So we have this report, like I said, the report that's saying that he's making moves to erase.
Come on, guys, look at that. Come on, son.
He just looks like he's hiding something. I don't know if he's gay. I don't know if the dude's gay. Nothing wrong with being gay.
I'm alleging it.
But it's wrong. The only time it's wrong is when you're hiding it and you're fucking attacking people for being that.
Yeah. Come on, Zach. Come on, guys. Look at all the signs.
This dude, man. The dude looks like a fucking fake-ass fraud.
Yeah.
Look at him.
At the very least, he's that.
Aside from me being silly, the dude's a tyrant. He's not a good person, and you're advocating for him. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself, dude. So, I'm gonna question your character now, man.
Yeah, it's in question.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Probably not.
And ban all LGBT plus content from schools. At this point, when you talk to Brazilians, which I've talked to many, many, many Brazilians, at this point, a lot of people are just fed up with the way that things are going in Brazil. A lot of people are extremely concerned with the crime increasing in Brazil, even though they've had multiple occasions where they've destroyed hundreds of thousands of guns in Brazil. The criminals still are the only ones to obtain guns, just like we see.
Why is there a crime? Answer me that. All right.
It's genetics.
In London, they banned guns, and they're stabbing each other with knives, surpassed the murder rate of New York City in London. And so they're completely fed up with this. The military under Bolsonaro just killed 14 gang members in favelas. They're going into favelas.
Fuck them.
They're not dealing with it anymore. They're
Murderers.
just going in, and they're just killing gang members. They're just going in there and getting rid of these people.
Hey, I don't know. I don't. First of all, I don't trust this dude. Second of all, even if that did happen, fuck them.
Yeah, do you hear what he's cheering for? Like, there's no rules about it. They just go in and shoot up gang members.
That's fucking scary, man.
And he's
go up
cheering
there,
for that.
Just rolling up, right? Like how it is in the U.S. It's kind of obvious to tell who. I'm not gonna say what or what gang. Let's just pretend there's a gang. There's a L.A. Kings is a real thing, right? Lion Kings.
Lion Kings, yeah.
All right.
LA Kings is a hockey team.
Lion Kings, not bad. Not bad. So
Gretzky played there.
the Gretzky Magic's like. When he's outside, he puts on the Chicago hat, even though he's in LA. He's like, "What's up?" It's like, "Why are you talking like that?" I don't know, man. Anyway, so you're telling me it's okay for police to just go in some Crips hangout and just shoot them?
Just shoot them. No questions
Shoot them
asked.
up, kill them.
Just these types and lines of human beings just need to go. Just eliminate them.
Dude, what the fuck? Yeah. If you really support that, dude, you are a scumbag. You're a scum.
Yeah.
You don't? Then you're not a champion of good.
No.
It's unreal. Don't ever fucking claim it, man. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that.
Don't say I'm a good guy. Don't say that.
Don't fucking say you're doing this for your kids because you're not.
I'm a good guy. Don't.
This sounds like pure fear, dude. This is cowardly.
If you're truly in support of this, then you're truly in support of evil. And I don't mean Bolsonaro's evil.
I'm saying his actions.
I don't mean the military guys are evil.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the action.
The actions themselves are empty, which is why I'm going to call them evil, not the people. This guy looks like an ignorant, stupid fucker. The Bolsonaro guy.
Who's
you, Vince,
homosexual.
Could be. You, Vince, you seem to me like you're ignorant. I don't know if you're corrupt or not. Is there evidence out there? Maybe.
Yeah,
But it looks like you don't look fully into whatever the fuck you're going to spew out of your mouth and go on your YouTube channel and make videos about. So you could be corrupt.
see, we like doing the moral work, which is why it takes so many words to describe what's going on here.
Yeah.
We make a distinction between the shooter and the death, right? The action
Yeah.
and the person holding the gun.
Mm-hmm.
We make those distinctions so that we can make an honest appraisal of someone's moral standards.
Sure.
I don't think you do that, Vince. I don't think so.
It's incredibly shallow.
Yeah.
Incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. I think you just think gay bad. Some tyrant goes in, gets rid of all the gay shit in the world. And he's like, oh, no gay good. Good job, Vince. And it's fucking stupid, but, being
It's
sarcastic.
a disgrace, yeah. You're a disgrace to good.
It's
what you're doing.
It's an embarrassment.
How dare you advocate for this shit? How dare you?
And breaking up these gangs, because anyone with a brain knows that gangs are the ones to cause most of the shootings, most of the crimes, most of the robberies and things like that.
Holy
and he's
fuck,
also worked.
Stop. Are you... What?
It's gangs.
Compared to me, dude, you're a child. You are a child.
Yeah.
You're morally a child.
Thus the Jesus giggle behind your back, like, he doesn't get it.
Unreal.
On deals with President Trump and other leaders around the world to, of course, help the economy of Brazil to,
Stop.
bring people out of poverty.
Help the economy of Brazil to break people out of poverty.
You just,
Are you fucking kidding me?
what you do is you just shoot all the poor ones.
Oh. Shoot all the gangs. The violence will
There won't
stop.
be poverty there. That
The
seems to
violence
be
will
their
stop.
logic.
Why do you think violence happens? Why do you think people who feel like they're being taken advantage of, ignorant people, by the way, right? Something happens, they feel like they're taking advantage of, they feel desperate, and they feel like they have to do something.
Yeah.
And it could be fucking stupid, absolutely stupid, or out of pure ignorance.
Or, why do people have an attraction to gangs? Maybe it's like, oh, this is like a family scenario.
Oh.
That's my boy, man. That's my family.
So it's collectivism.
Yeah.
Just like you, Vince. You are a collectivist.
It's a warm bed to lay your head in when you've had nothing but a life of shit.
You're giving,
I don't know.
you're giving me all the evidence that you're a collectivist.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's been obvious.
And your morals are shit.
Yeah.
They're shit.
I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are.
Hey, dude, it's like this.
What does gay have to do with
Hold up. I don't know your favorite.
anything moral?
It's like this. If Vince gives me enough evidence to support the theory that his favorite color is green, like, you're giving me all the evidence, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Unreal. Fuck.
Let's continue.
Poverty and help the country of Brazil in and of itself. So this is way more than any of the other previous leaders were doing. We saw pallets of cash.
U.S. backing is quite helpful in your economy. So, I'm just saying. That says nothing about the leadership. Like,
Says nothing.
He's a great leader.
Especially if you look in the history of U.S. backing the economies or a system.
Yeah.
Like, there's always a history of corruption there.
Yeah, we just heard Ben talking about El Salvador, where U.S. backed a military dictatorship, but then claimed credit when they got a democracy years later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cash being, as soon as Jair Bolsonaro came into office, we saw pallets of cash found that the PT, the Communist Party, were hiding in factories and things like that. Completely corrupt.
You don't understand what communism is either. You don't understand what capitalism is, actually. You don't know the difference.
And even like an ignoramus on a sensitive level would only kill for good and evil. An ignoramus just on a sense of caring about good and evil. The only time they'd actually kill someone was because they believe this person's straight up evil.
Yeah, but they're incredibly ignorant. Incredibly.
That's why I call them an ignoramus. But just saying, just even
Just
on,
trying
on
to drive it home.
the on the surface dumbness could, with some sort of moral stance in the world, I don't know.
Completely, they were just gangsters running the country, and Brazilians are fed up with this. They
Gangsters run our country, you dumb fuck. You
Yeah,
don't fucking
leftist.
get it. They don't look. Hold up.
Leftist commie
I'm
Marxists.
tired of this shit. They don't care about me. They don't care about him. They don't care about you, and they don't care about your kids. How about you fucking do some research? How about that? And then maybe you can actually become an actual like moral champion of something
Yeah.
instead of this embarrassing shit that you'll always be remembered for doing.
Why are guys with the followers always say some of the dumbest shit ever?
Look, I don't mind if they say some dumb shit as long as they have an epiphany and they grow from that. I said some dumb shit, but not nearly as close as to this shit, you know? Because the idea for me is I'm trying to do the right thing versus now I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
This guy has no clue. He has no clue.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I can understand the guy who's just,
No, I can relate.
doing the fool card. They're just stumbling through life and they're soaking up any information they come in contact
Sure,
with.
yeah.
Like an Owen Benjamin.
Yeah.
Like that. He just repeats it and spouts it out. Yeah, that's what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit.
Easy to digest.
As
yes.
opposed to like cold, calculated, I'm trying to get some shit done.
Yeah.
Like Vince here.
Yeah.
Why don't we have this here? Majority of America would not allow that to happen.
Fuck no. And majority of them I believe to be ignorant. But even they understand, oh, that's wrong. This is
Yeah,
wrong.
we need to get rid of these Marxists. Yeah, that's right. And we'll have the government, we'll have the military come in and take over these schools. And wait a second. What? Like, do you know what we're fighting here? What's going on here? I think they would question whatever the fuck he just said right now. This whole video.
This is just so exposing.
need someone with strength. They need someone with force, and
No strength.
a lot of them, most of the Brazilian population is very religious, so they support their president and things like this. And
No, they're not.
Let's say on the typical social service level, they are religious. I wonder if they're easier to manipulate and move around.
Oh,
Say,
I bet.
follow my rules. They're ordained from God.
Sure.
I speak
And
to God.
I'll use the obvious fucking example of Nazi Germany. Hey, people fucking cheered Hitler. They cheered him. Hold up.
A little bit different because people may not have known what he was doing behind closed doors. This guy's out and there's videos of him everywhere saying
All right.
dumb fucking
I'm pretty
shit.
sure it was obvious that dude invaded another country.
Yeah, right. I get your point.
And I'm pretty sure it was obvious that people were taken against their will out of homes, placed into ghettos. And I'm pretty sure it was obvious that they were taken out of those ghettos by force, and people died, and put into trains, and they were shipped off to camps.
Mm-hmm.
So, no excuse.
Oh, not giving him an excuse. I'm just saying quite a bit of a difference there. This guy's, there's fucking media shit everywhere. There's videos everywhere.
Sure.
It's like, unless they
What I'm
shut down the
saying is,
internet.
what I'm saying is,
Oh, be prepared for that, Brazil. When they start shutting down, internet sites you can go to,
oh yeah.
information you can get.
What the point I was trying to drive home was, a group of people that are incredibly ignorant, and then you have a leader who's a corrupt asshole, and then how easy is it going to be for him to sway them, and to control them?
Yeah.
Look what happened there. Look what happens here. There's
What?
idiots out there chanting USA, USA.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? There's idiots. They're idiots. They're out there at these rallies just cheering shit. Yeah, you're cheering a murderer. You know that?
And this shit will never
Fuck.
happen in America as far
I
as
fucking hope not.
as far as just some militaristic government that says we're shutting shit down.
Oh,
in
no,
our
no,
own
no.
country. There's people working on like internet freedom as we speak, and there's a shitload of them.
Yeah.
We have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Just pick an issue off the top of your head and look it up. There's somebody working on it. There's a lot of people that, who have righteous mindsets in this country. They just get scattered, I think. I'm focused on internet freedom, okay? I don't have time to talk about the Iraq war. All right.
Like I said, I have to say, I envy Brazil. I envy Brazil that people that.
He envies Brazil for this.
Keep going.
He envies them. So
Yeah.
there's no hiding here.
Yeah.
You're just out in the open. Bullshit.
Hopefully he doesn't
Leaders-
delete this. Hopefully you don't delete this. With a
Oh.
safe face.
Luckily, we have the entire
Ah,
video here.
yeah.
We just played it for you.
like this can do this and not care about the backlash they'll face.
And not worried about the backlash they might face.
Yeah, dude. All right.
You're fucking out there. So, for us, in closing, we're going to leave you with this. Before we go, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you feel like. Always comment. Always. Please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link is in the description box. Website at the very beginning of this video in the intro and our past videos. Please consider donating. Any amount will help. And today, you're not going to give us a thumbs down. You're going to watch this fucking video as I set it up. Where's the video capture? Meh. Enjoy.
Eu sou favorável à tortura, tu sabe disso. E o povo é favorável a isso também. Através do voto, você não vai mudar nada nesse país. Tá? Nada, absolutamente nada. Isso só vai mudar, infelizmente, quando um dia nós partimos para uma guerra civil aqui dentro. Né? E fazendo um trabalho que o regime militar não fez. Matamos 30 mil. Começando com o FHC. Não deixar para fora, não. Matando. Se vai morrer alguns inocentes, tudo bem.
Pela memória do coronel Carlos Alberto Brilhante Ustra, o pavor de Dilma Rousseff.
O senhor acha que a presidente Dilma termina o mandato dela em 2018?
Eu espero que acabe hoje, infartada ou com câncer, de qualquer maneira.
Vamos fuzilar a petralhada aqui do Acre, hein?
O pessoal fala que é discriminação. Agora, você de casa contrataria um motorista gay para levar seu filho na escola? Tá na cara que não. Eu não gostaria de ter vizinho meu, um casal homossexual morando ali com meus filhos pequenos em casa. No meu tempo era coisa rara para encontrar um gay. O gay não tinha outro nome, não. Uma bicha na rua, que era comum tu falar, né? Era um viadinho. O filho começa a ficar meio assim, meio gayzinho. Leva um couro, ele muda o comportamento dele. E se começa a ter uma amizade gay, tem tudo para ser um gay no futuro. E eu olho para você e falo o seguinte: vocês querem que o teu filho no futuro tenha a minha cara ou a cara do meu colega aqui do lado?
Que nojo.
Dá para começar aí o debate? Sim, eu acho que existe a palmada para isso. Assim que você muda o comportamento agressivo de um garoto, se preciso for uma palmada, uma cintada nele, você muda também um comportamento um tanto quanto delicado para um homem. Ah, eu penso dessa maneira.
Você acha que não fica um trauma, por exemplo, uma criança de 12 anos, você bater? Não é muito melhor você ter um diálogo do que você bater? Por exemplo, no filho? Por exemplo, você como pai, se você descobre que seu filho está tendo comportamentos que não são legais, sei lá, seja com droga...
Sou favorável a dar um couro nele, sim. Sou favorável a dar um couro nele para ele ver se entra na linha. Você tenta educar teu filho para não cheirar, para não ser vagabundo, para estudar, para não ser gay. Entre um sangue meu, por exemplo, e de um homossexual, posso falar aqui, ô Felipe? Tá? Entre o meu sangue e o do Felipe,
o seu é melhor,
que é homossexual. Não, não estou dizendo. Quem diz isso é o Ministério da Saúde. Mas se perguntar para quem precisa de doar sangue, você prefere receber do Bolsonaro ou do Felipe ou tanto faz? Você vai ver que a resposta... Agora, gostar de homossexual? Ah, vai lá, ninguém gosta, tá ok? Ninguém gosta, a gente suporta.
Homossexualismo, direito, vai queimar tua rosquinha quando tu bem entender, porra! O afrodescendente mais leve lá pesava 7 arrobas. Não fazem nada. Eu acho que nem para procriadores serve mais. Se eu chegar lá, no que depender de mim, Todo cidadão vai ter uma arma de fogo dentro de casa. Não vai ter 1 centímetro demarcado para reserva indígena ou para quilombola. Comecem já ir se acostumando.